Hyderabad Hunters are hunting the first spin of the Pakistan Junior League. In their last encounter, they showed good signs with a good opening partnership between Saad Beg and Arwaz Khan.
That's a gorgeous stroke. Lofted drive, over extra cover.
They come up against a rejuvenated Rawalpindi Raiders who secured a tight victory with the heroics of Charlie Tier and Afnan Khan taking them over the line.
Up and away. That's a victory stroke. What a remarkable victory.
On match 8, will it be Saad Beg or Habibullah? Who will claim the crucial points? It's game on, hey boys.
Welcome back to Gaddafi Stadium, Lahore, where we're back for another night of cricket at the Pakistan Junior League. Tonight's game between Hyderabad Hunters and Rawalpindi Raiders. I'm joined once again by my dream team, Sana Mir and Dominic Cork, and you know, there's so much happening at the Pakistan Junior League, so much to celebrate, and you know, we just got to know that the games are being watched by over 4 million viewers on television. Sana, how spectacular is that for the first edition?
I think it's brilliant. It's an initiative that was taken with a very good intent to groom the future of Pakistan, and it's been supported thoroughly by the audiences. And I think it's a brilliant initiative, and I'm really happy that these kids are getting all the kind of support from the audience in Pakistan.
Absolutely. Growing the game as well. That's what it's about. 4 million people watching an under-19s game of cricket is immense. It wouldn't happen in England. I don't think they get it sometimes for Premier League games on TV, never mind anything else. So to say that you've got 4 million people watching an under-19s competition first time, wow. It's only going to get better and better. And speaking to Abdul Razak a little bit earlier, he is so impressed with the standard as well. So,
right.
Wow, let's keep going.
And not just local talent, but also overseas talent. It's so great for these young boys who've come down from different parts of the world. You know, 4 million people watching them at this level is great.
Yeah, I think it's we have been talking about this initiative. It's not only the cricket, but the pressure that cricket brings, handling the media, playing in front of the camera, playing in front of, like, when your performances get noticed, facing that criticism and getting the praise. All this is something that an elite athlete needs to be basically prepared for. So if you can get that preparation started in 19, I mean, that's brilliant.
A big platform for them for sure. Let's take a look at last night's match. Quick recap of the match between Royals and Warriors. Royals putting up 145. A good performance by them. Nothing great with the bat there except for the cameo by Farhan, and then Mardan Warriors, of course, chasing that. Not very smoothly, but in the end it went right down to the wire, and Mardan Warriors won the match by 5 wickets. They really did need that win.
Yeah, let's have a look at these wickets from last night. When you're thinking about what happened to the Royals, and it was a shock. Basid Ali went early on. Obaid Shahid then, you know, tried to keep it together, didn't. Ali Razak really with his 44 was the only one really who got to a score, but it was a little bit slow. And as you say, I was impressed with the likes of Abdullah, Hasib Khan. I thought it was an excellent bowling performance, and really in some ways a match-winning bowling performance as well.
No doubt. And how about George Thomas? He is having some tournament. You know what a find he is.
Of course, I think he's a tall bloke and he's got a lot of strength, and he shows that whenever he comes to bat. He shows his strength, the power, and also his maturity with the bat. It's not only about the power hitting, it's about building an innings, knowing which bowler to attack and when. So I'm really impressed with his overall approach to batting, and this is the second match he has finished for the team, and that is a very important element in any batter who wants to bat at the top.
Yeah, what's also important for any young girl or boy out there, how tall. Even though if you're not tall, you can be tall on top of the ball as well, and hit with your way and be aggressive.
Right.
That's what was good.
That's how things stand right now. The points table, of course, the Royals sitting right at the top there, and Hunters sitting at the bottom. So they will be needing this win very badly. Now, Dominic, the run rate, it speaks for itself there. How important is that run rate in a tournament like this?
Absolutely. When you're at the top of the table and you've got a couple of wins, you don't really worry about run rate. Remember, the top 4 qualify. That's important. So if you are like the Hunters, are like the Giants who haven't got a win, then you've got to make sure when you do win, you win really comfortably and try and win well. So it'd be really interesting what happens at the toss.
Right.
I just want to add one thing, Dom, here, because the format is like that, the number 1 and number 2 play each other. So maybe that net run rate will definitely play a very important role, so you can avoid that eliminator. So yes, the points are very important, but I think the team who really want to play the final will be looking at the net run rate also.
Well, we'll chat more about the points table right now. Sikandar Bakht is ready with the toss.
Hello to the toss of match 8 of the Pakistan Junior League. It's Hyderabad Hunters and Rawalpindi Raiders in the encounter today. I've got the match referee, Mr. Iqbal Sheikh, and then the 2 captains, Habibullah and Saad Beg. And Saad's got the coin. Heads. There it is. It's heads. Okay. Okay. सबसे पहले तो ये बताएं करेंगे क्या?
बैटिंग करेंगे हम फर्स्ट।
वाह, so very different decision. कोई खास वजह इसकी, क्योंकि यहाँ तो सब चेस करके जीत रहे हैं?
जी बिल्कुल, पिछले जो मैचेस देख रहे थे चेस हो रहा है, तो आज हम कुछ खास ही करेंगे।
चलिए, अच्छी बात है। ये बताएं मुझे कि फिर अब जब पहले बैटिंग का फैसला किया है तो यहाँ स्कोर क्या सेट करना है, ये बड़ा ट्रिकी क्वेश्चन हो गया है। कितना लगता है आपको काफ़ी है?
आई थिंक 165 और 170 ये स्कोर बहुत अच्छा होगा। सेकंड इनिंग चेस करना थोड़ा मुश्किल होता है, हमारी बॉलिंग स्ट्रेंथ भी अच्छी है, तो उसके हिसाब से 165 170 बहुत अच्छा है।
कोई तब्दीली टीम में?
जी बिल्कुल, उस्मान खान की जगह नवीद अहमद आए।
चलिए, गुड लक।
थैंक यू।
साद, आपका क्या प्लान था अगर टॉस जीतते?
हम टॉस जीत बॉलिंग लेते हम लोग।
तो फिर आप खुश हैं इस चीज़ में?
जी जी जी।
वही सवाल है जो कि अभी हम देखा, क्योंकि एक रिवायत चल रही है चेस करके जीत रहे हैं, तो यहाँ पे टोटल डालना या उसको रोकना जो है इधर से ट्रिकी सा क्वेश्चन है। कितने रन आपको लगता है यहाँ पे बन जाएंगे, क्योंकि 140 भी टफ हो रहा है चेस करना?
पहले बैटिंग में मैक्सिमम 140-50 बन जाए तो आराम से हम लोग चेस कर सकते हैं।
बताइए, टीम में तब्दीली कोई की है आपने?
जी, हमने एक चेंज करा है, साई थॉर्न की जगह मोहम्मद फादमी खेल रहा है।
चलिए, गुड लक टू यू।
थैंक यू।
So, match 8 and the toss result is that Rawalpindi Raiders have won and decided to bat first.
Right, that was the toss, and we will talk about the decision of the Raiders, but first let's go for the pitch report.
There's an air of expectation as we get set for this match number 8. Now, it's nice and cool, and again, we are getting prepared for an important encounter. We're using pitch number 2, the pitch that was used for the first 2 matches. And because of this movement, we still maintain that even square boundary, 66 meters in length. If we look at this surface, it's very similar to what we saw in those first 2 matches. It's very hard. It's got a little bit of grass, and it looks quite good for batting. Again, in those 2 matches, we saw the average first inning score be 122. Quite low, but I'll put that down to nerves and the newness of players playing in an inaugural tournament. Now, what we've seen from the tournament so far, we've seen fast bowlers dominate in terms of wicket taking. A lot of that has to do with the swing early on. So if you're a batter, you've got to try to negate that threat. How do you do that? You either wait for the latter part of the power play or you use your skills to counter the bowlers. The other thing too, the spinners, they've had better economy rates than the fast bowlers. Only 6.7 as against 8.2 to the seamers. So captains, there's a little secret for you in terms of your bowling changes. And that's because of captains using their spin bowlers with the older ball and later in the innings. Also bowling straighter wicket-to-wicket lines. Quite crucial for wicket taking with the spinners. These 2 teams, they've relied a lot on spin to get wickets. So today will be crucial. Bat against ball. Bat may slightly dominate. Not much of a due factor, but these are 2 teams that are combative, and we expect royal entertainment.
Right, there was Darren with the pitch report. Bat might slightly dominate, that's what he said. Sana, take us through the Raiders lineup.
So the Raiders won the last game chasing and they decide to bat first. That is something we'll talk about later. But the team, there's one change. Usman Khan has been out and Naveed Ahmed Khan has made it to the team. really enjoyed Usman Khan's fielding, especially I think as a bowler he was good. Hopefully Naveed is a good addition for them because they really need these important 2 points. Otherwise the team looked quite settled. Habibullah, the captain, Isa Khail at the top, and Charlie Tier and Afnan Khan was splendid with the bat last time.
Yeah, and we look at the Hunters. I think they'll be quite happy that they're actually having a bowl first. That they've dropped, I think, what I'm thinking is a couple of their overseas players. Isaiah Torn is out, and I think Ibrahim Masood is out as well. So that's interesting that they're only playing 2 overseas.
Yeah.
But also the fact that when you look at the Hunters side, they're a little bit like the Mardan Warriors in a way. They rely on that top order. So the captain inside Beg and also, you know, Arbaz Khan as well. So they've got to win. It's simple. They've got to win. I think they're going to be happier chasing than they are setting to actually see what this surface is going to play like, because I know we've just done that pitch report. Be interesting to see, third game on here, whether they can obviously get that win that they desperately need.
They do desperately need that win, but for now, let's get to know more about the Hunters captain, Saad Beg.
मेरा नाम मिर्ज़ा साद बेग है और मैं कराची से मेरा ताल्लुक़ है। मैं विकेट कीपर बैट्समैन हूँ। मैंने स्टार्ट क्रिकेट तो मेरे पापा खुद क्रिकेट खेलते हैं, तो उनके मैचेस वगैरह में मैं जाता था, तो मुझे वहाँ से शौक़ में पहले था, वहाँ पर जाके मुझे और इंटरेस्ट बढ़ा मेरा, तो वहाँ से मैंने फिर कस्टम क्रिकेट अकेडमी में मैंने एडमिशन लिया। वहाँ मैंने काफ़ी खेला, वहाँ सर शब्बीर थे, उन्होंने काफ़ी सिखाया। फिर स्कूल क्रिकेट मैंने काफ़ी खेली, वहाँ से एक सर फ्लिप उन्होंने काफ़ी सपोर्ट करा, काफ़ी सिखाया। और फिर मैंने क्लब को ज्वाइन करा बाउलमर को, तो वहाँ पर सर शाहिद नवाब और मेरे जो ट्रेनर हैं सर शाजिब भाई, इनके मतलब इन्होंने काफ़ी मेरे साथ मेहनत करी है, तो मैं यहाँ पर अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह मेरा PJL में नाम है। बहुत ज़्यादा सीखने को मिला क्योंकि जो हमारे मेंटोर हैं, बहुत बड़ा नाम है, डैरेन समी लेजेंड है T20 फॉर्मेट के, तो खैर उनका हिस्ट्री जो है कि बहुत ज़्यादा एक तरह से उनको माना जाता है कैप्टन, और 2 बार रह चुके हैं, वर्ल्ड कप एज ए विनर रह चुके हैं वेस्ट इंडीज़ के। तो हमारे लिए बहुत प्राउड मोमेंट है कि उनके साथ हम ड्रेसिंग रूम शेयर कर रहे हैं।
Right, Sana, you mentioned, you know, that we had to speak a little bit about that decision after winning the toss. You know, Raiders batting first. How much of that would be influenced by their last loss against the Sharks?
I think they don't really are confident. I don't see them confident in their batting, so that's why they're putting themselves out to bat first, so they can really get their stronger feet in the second innings. But I do think Hunters would not mind that. They would want their first win, and bowling first is a good option for them.
I find it a very strange decision to bat first, but we'll wait and see. It doesn't mean that because I find it strange it's wrong. Whoever dominates overs 7 to 15 wins this game.
Well, thanks Dom and Sana for joining me. That's it from all of us here, and for now, it's over to Tino, Meboyo and Sikandar Bakht.